This is a brief introduction to the neurulation, or the formation of a nervous system from the dorsal ectoderm in a 3-layered embryo. So this is supposed to represent the dorsal ectoderm, or the outer layer of the embryo, on the backside of the embryo. So this is the backside. This is a structure called the notochord, which resides in the mesoderm, or the middle layer of the embryo. And the notochord is present among all chordates. So organisms that are chordates will always have a notochord. That's the central feature. And this notochord is mesodermally derived, and it releases a bunch of molecules that has an effect on this dorsal ectoderm, causing the dorsal ectoderm to start moving towards the notochord. So it's moving towards the notochord, and in doing so, it starts pinching off and invaginating into the middle of the embryo. So this dorsal ectoderm is moving toward the mesodermal structures. And as it does that, it forms what are called these neural folds right here. So these green guys are neural folds. And then this structure right here, this blue structure, eventually pinches off and becomes the neural tube. And the neural tube will give rise to both the spinal cord and most of the central nervous system. And then these green neural folds will also pinch off. They'll form a little layer right here, which is called the laminated neural crest. And then that layer will then start kind of pinching off and migrating, and those cells that were from that neural fold start migrating until they're officially migratory neural crest cells. And some of the cells kind of reside like right in this little region, and they form ganglia, or groups of cell bodies of neurons that are outside of the nervous system. By nervous system, that means the central nervous system. So they're these little cell bodies that are located kind of like right in this region right here. And those will give rise to most of the peripheral sensory neurons within the body. And then there's others that will migrate kind of more forward and form the autonomic ganglia. So that could be they form the postganglionic sympathetic neurons or the postganglionic parasympathetic neurons. And then neural crests will also give rise to other sorts of migratory tissues, like the cells that give rise to melanin. So melanocytes are derived from neural crest, along with some of the bones in the head and neck. And so this structure right here, this blue one, neural tube, this red structure is the notochord. These green guys right here are migrating neural crest tissue.